Welcome to ARL round one here at Spa. We're just about to take the start and get going for a 75-minute race here. Initially, I was just kind of looking to find my way in, just having a quick look at this BM into turn one, but there was nothing doing. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of just feel my way in. The goal here, I struggled with pace. I've been playing around with my pedals, and I was really battling with like sort of trail braking and understeering the car as a result of struggling with trail braking. So in hindsight, I probably should have just left everything as is. A little bit of carnage through Radeon here, so we get a little look up the inside of this Porsche. And then obviously I have to leave quite a lot of space on the entry into Lacombe here. But yeah, what I found is like I was really quick in a straight line, but then battled quite a lot through the higher downforce sections, partly setup related and partly just struggling with the trail braking, which you really need to get the BMW to rotate on entry. But then Dirk here ahead in the Porsche, we had quite a good battle for a couple of laps. Honestly, there's not very much to report from this race, but there was initially some really good battling with Dirk in the Porsche, and then it later, as frustration grew, it turned into some not the best battling. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. So we're on lap 2 now, just coming into the bus stop, where I'm getting kind of into a position where I'm close enough where I think that I'll have the straight line speed down the Camel Straight to make the move. But yeah, let's see how this all plays out. I had to go for the move there on him, not just because I misjudged his braking. So I had to like sort of dive up the inside, but I wasn't really attacking. And on the exit, I kind of let him through. I didn't defend hard or anything like that. But now, as we'll see, I get a really good run out of Radeon, and I tuck into his toe. And for the first time, go for the move into Lacombe. I thought he defended really, really well in the entry. He squeezed me right up onto the left-hand side, and obviously his car's there, so I had to sort of delay my turning because I couldn't turn in. So I thought that was really good defending from Dirk in that moment. But you'll just see how the Porsche pulls away as we go through the high downforce sections. It's just... Yeah, I just battled with the more technical parts of the circuit. And then once again here, we're just kind of going to focus on our run through Rouge and Radeon and get a really good exit onto the Camel Straight, where I knew that was where I'd really get that move done, you know. So yeah, round 2, here we go again. Much better run this time. I feel much more confident I can get the move done. Pull out of the toe. Hopefully get some side draft. I was more or less past, but I just wanted to leave quite a lot of space on the entry for him. And obviously outside turning to inside, and we get that move done. Then from there was a couple of laps where he's behind, but here we go. He hits us on the entry. To Paul Frere, which is a little bit naughty, and the fact that he used the fact that I was battling to hold onto the car as an opportunity to get through was, I don't know, a little bit sketchy in my mind. But be that as it may, I knew that I had straight line speed on him, so I was just going to try and tuck in, be close, get a good exit from Radeon and get back past. Yeah, I was just looking to compromise his line through the bus stop, just to try and have him slower overall, so I could be closer, so that I could make the move down the straight like I'd obviously planned to. compromising his turn 1 here. So I was able to carry just a little bit more mid-corner minimum speed, again to focus on the Kemmel Straight and getting that move done there. And you'll see this time, because of the consequence of that is we have so much more speed on the exit of Radion, and this is going to be an easy move this time. Easy as you like, done and dusted. By this point in the race now, I had a faster Merc recovering like all over me, so I just decided to go wide through Poor and I just let him go. But I had to kind of let him go, but not leave the door open wide enough for the Porsche to get through again. So I almost have to like attack to defend in through there. And the Porsche, at this point in the race, the Porsche is a little bit quicker than me. I'm not going super defensive. I'm just placing the car in a place where it makes it just difficult for him to get round, rather than going sort of ultra defensive and slowing us both down. So I was trying to have a balance between making his life a little bit more difficult, but also trying to maintain my pace as best I could. Obviously, with the struggles with the mega understeer that I was dealing with throughout the race. Just coming around La Source to start another lap, about halfway through the stint at this point. And again, he's going to try to sit in my toe and have a look down the straight, but the Porsche was just unable to kind of compete with the straight line speed we had in the BMW, which was, I think, the only reason we were able to stay in this battle for as long as we did, was just because he wasn't quick enough through the technical stuff to outdo the speed we had in the straight line. So he's getting really frustrated. And this is where the dubious overtake happens in a couple of corners time. I think this is a little bit unfair, and I'll explain why in a sec. But you guys be the judge of if you think this is an okay move or not. So we get mega understeer on the entry, and it compromises our mid-corner speed, and he goes well off track and he gets past. So he does get past, it isn't contact, but I feel like, he's gone outside of track limits and gained an advantage. So for me, it's a little bit I feel like it's unfair, just to be straight up honest, but at the same time, he knew that he needed to make a move. He needed to do it in the high downforce section of the circuit because he couldn't do it on the straights. So I can kind of understand. So it was just, hitting me into Paul Frere and then taking advantage, I thought was less than ideal. And then to get the move done, off the track, as it were. It is what it is. Here, I have to leave him a lot of space in the entry. Neither of us really wanted to pull out through Blanchimont, so fair play. But I had to leave him the space in the end. And from here, this is kind of the end of the race for me. From here, the Porsche did get away a little bit, and then from there, it was just a case of, managing traffic into the end of the race. So yeah, this is pretty much the very last noteworthy parts of the race. So I mean, like, overall, I really enjoyed it. It was my first race, more than sort of 40 minutes really, since the 12 hours of Bathurst way back in Feb. So I'm happy with the performance overall. It was P7 in the AM class on a 50 car strong grid rather, with some really, so I think the top I ratings were like 6K. So some quick guys about. We had an incident-free an incident-free run. Really, there was actually one quicker car coming through that thought that it was wise to go side by side through a rouge, and I got a little bit of understeer, and there was a little bit of contact. But I mean, that's kind of on him. If he had just waited for the camel straight, I would have actually let him through. But sometimes the patience or lack of patience of guys. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the race. I enjoyed the challenge. We have Fuji tomorrow night, actually. So I'm going to stream that on YouTube. So it'll be really cool if you guys can join me for the live race. And then we'll also stream AOR F4s on Friday night from Kota, which I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be a cool one. So until then, thanks for watching, and it's bye for now.